Hola, witches, magical minds, and our mundane allies. These are the cards of our day for Tarot Tuesday, April 23rd, 2019. We're working with money and the law of attraction cards. I have been doing our cards of the day before, the night before, the evening before, just so we have a little more time to spend in meditation or contemplation with the cards and their vibration. Gives people a little more time to prepare and just see how it fits with our day. So, Jill, we shall be working with money and the law of attraction cards. Super wonderful. Well, hello, Connie, Yoli, hello, Dimon. We're gonna have fun. Well, hey, Diane. And again, remember, this is simply a general reading experience. I help you fine-tune it and personalize it for yourself. We're going to have fun. It's going to be a good time. And also, we get to talk and engage and discuss the cards, how they make us feel, what pops up for us, what we're thinking. So always feel free. Well, hello, Zoe. Always feel free to add your thoughts and your perception and what you want to add to it. And again, if you do not want to add to it, that's absolutely fine too. This is about your experience, so whatever you feel comfortable with. You are more than welcome to comment, but if you don't want to, you don't need to. You can write down notes and keep it to yourself if you'd like, if that's how you feel more comfortable. Well, hello, Linda. Hey, Helen. Hey, Callie. Hey, Marion. Hey, Jada. Good to see you. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll enjoy our card experience. This weekend has been really weird, I feel. I don't know if it's just me, but the energy of the weekend, not terrible, for me, it wasn't like evil or terrible or bad or anything like that. It was just odd, odd. We had like tornado warnings on, was it Friday, I think? Or Thursday tornado warnings, and that was just really weird to experience. And just anyways, and then the weekend was just odd, not bad, fun, but really just I don't know. But hey Cheryl, hey Ange, hey Wilma, I love your name. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. Take some time, ground yourself if you can, focus on your energy, focus on, just having a good experience today. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to do what we do best. Have a good time. Ground yourself, focus on your breathing. No matter what has gone on, disconnect and connect to the messages that we're going to discuss today. Connect to just enjoying yourself. This is a space for all of us to be safe in, to all of us feel, loved and compassionate and just good, where we can be who we are and not judged for it. Yes. I feel like I should be preaching with this hairstyle right now. On the 7th day, I don't know what a bitch did, but the hair. Yay. Well, good evening, Dawn. Well, hello, Jade. Oh, and before we get into my cards, I want everyone to wish my best buddy, Bay, a happy early birthday or birthday weekend and week. It's his birthday tomorrow, so let's wish him a wonderful birthday, and hopefully he has some goodies to experience. So happy birthday. Happy birthday. I'm not going to sing because that's terrible. You can't, I don't sing. I'm the one who's, people are all into it, they're singing, and I'm just mouthing it because person's not going to be singing. Well, hello, cousin Wilma. Yay. I'm still recovering. Yeah. Well, hey, Donna. Yes. Hey, Jenny from the woods. I love seeing all y'all. Yes. Okay, so a couple more shuffles. Yes. And remember, this is for Tarot Tuesday, so we have it right now so we can prepare for tomorrow. So this is where you get to connect and comment 1, 2, or 3. The first number that pops into your head, go ahead and comment, or if you prefer to keep it to yourself, write it down, 1, 2, or 3, and go ahead and yes, happy birthday, woohoo! Okay, that was kind of singing, but don't judge me. I'm not going to do the whole song because that's just not cute. I'm not a singer. It's not happening. Right, Cheryl? Yes, 2. Hey, Selena. Okay, 2. Awesome. 1. Okay, again, before we get into this, 1, 2, 3, the first number that pops into your head, go ahead and comment or write it down if you want to keep it to yourself. Realize all 3 cards are our reading for Tarot Tuesday. The card that you commented with will be a dominant influence. It's something that you really need to pay attention to, and the other 2 cards will sort of enhance the reading for you, but that one card is like your dominant thing, like, oh, this is on my mind, we got to do this, we got to focus on this, and the other 2 will just support that message. So 1, 2, 3, go ahead and comment. Well, Pauline, the future. You're our future. I know, the time zone thing is like it's so weird. I love it, and it's weird. Okay, so the first, this is interesting. Okay, the first card 1, remember, the physical me is materialized spirit. Whoa, the materialized spirit. Well, hello, Leanne. Hey, Stacy. Hey, G. The physical me is materialized spirit. First of all, think about what that says. How does that make you feel? What's going on? The physical me, okay, the physical, this, all of this, is materialized spirit. What does that mean? How does that make me feel? The physical me is materialized spirit. Look at that. So some say that you should not want money at all because the desire for money is materialistic and not spiritual. But we want you to remember that you are here in this very physical world where spirit has materialized. You cannot separate yourself from the aspect of yourself that is spiritual. And while you are here in these bodies, you cannot separate yourselves from that which is physical or material. All of the magnificent things of a physical nature that are surrounding you are spiritual in nature. Ooh, I like that. How does that make you feel? What do you think about that? The physical me is materialized spirit. And again, these are money and the law of attraction cards, so they're going to, be associated with money and different things and perceptions of money, but we can apply that really to a lot of different things. So let's talk about this. If I can, yeah, sure, I'll definitely message me for sure. If I can help, I will definitely do my best to. Intention, we are all spirit. We are in material form here on earth. Energy, nice, calm, and chaotic. Ooh. So the physical me is materialized spirit. What I like about this is it reminds us, it reminds us to be inclusive of our entire world. So a lot of people like to be like, I'm very spiritual. So that means I'm detached from money. I don't need money. I'm so spiritual. I'm so spiritual. I have nothing. I have no money. I don't need it. And it's like, you kind of do. You kind of need to eat. You kind of need to pay for gas. You kind of need bills. Like, let's just be honest. We need money to live, and that's okay. I don't need physical possessions. They're a distraction. I'm so spiritual. I'm so high and mighty. It's not that. It's saying that everything that we experience is a very spiritual thing. We are all energy. Energy is spiritual, right? Energy is spirit. And so the physical is spiritual in essence, but it's vibrating at a lower rate. So in this physical earth, in this realm, it can materialize so we can physically experience things. So we are vibrations, we are spiritual energy, and so everything in this life we experience is the same thing, but it's manifested in this realm for us to enjoy it on a different level. Money, there's nothing wrong with money. There's nothing wrong with appreciating art or having different possessions that you enjoy, you love, and you want to experience. A lot of people like to make others feel bad for having money or for wanting more or for wanting this or that, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong at all. So the physical me is materialized spirit. It's saying that we are still enjoying spirit. So enjoy the money you have, appreciate what you do have so that you can grow more and more, and don't condemn others for having more. This is all an appreciation of spirit. Does that make sense? Comforting energy, like Linda said, yeah. Happy Earth Day. I create everything, even myself. Absolutely. If we think about it, if we're all energy and we're spiritual forces, so the spiritual nature is simply vibrating at a lower rate for us to be physical, and so simply it's all interconnected. You can't separate the two, and it doesn't do us any good when we try to separate the two, right, Amy? Like, it's so important for us to realize we can't and we shouldn't separate the two because they're both beautiful. There's nothing wrong with physical experience. There's nothing wrong with spiritual experience. When we can honor the spiritual experience of the spirit of the physical body and the physical world, we merge those and we have more comprehension as to how to feel better, how to bring happiness into our lives, how to work through problems, better for ourselves. And we don't stay in a rut or in a funk for too long because we have more information as to how to work through things. So the physical me is materialized spirit, right? So again, I'm going to read this one more time. Some say that you should not want money at all because the desire for money is materialistic and not spiritual. But we want you to remember that you are here in this very physical world where spirit has materialized. That's very important. You are in a world where spirit has materialized. You cannot separate yourself from the aspect of yourself that is spiritual. And while you are here in these bodies, you cannot separate yourself from that which is physical or material. All of the magnificent things of the physical nature that are surrounding you are spiritual in nature. So see the beauty in all things, see the magic in all things, and embrace it, enjoy it, live it, experience it, and understand that having money doesn't mean you're less spiritual. It doesn't mean you're more spiritual, but it doesn't mean you're less spiritual. It doesn't mean you're less than. Being able to appreciate things and have things in your home doesn't mean you're less spiritual. Doesn't mean you're more spiritual. It just means you are a spiritual being having this experience, integrating the spiritual nature and the physical nature and understanding that there's no difference there. Chaos and balance. Well, hello, Celeste. Hey, Barbara. The materialized stands out to me. We set intention to manifest what we want. I mean, exactly. And if we think more about it, we think about the physical me is materialized spirit. So spiritual energy, our thoughts, what we think, not just our thoughts, but what we do, what we take action with, because our actions they speak for us as well, right? And so our actions are saying a thing as well. And as our actions express something, it's materializing. It's in the physical realm, not just our thoughts, not just our actions, but also our emotions. How do we feel? So everything is a spiritual essence, and it's a vibration in which it goes through this filter, and as it sends out through this filter, it then comes back and physically manifests in this present moment. And so we have to ask ourselves, how do we feel? Are my actions aligned with my mental intentions and my emotional responses? Are they all aligned? No? Okay, well, what do I need to do to get that shit, in alignment? It's who we are and how we operate, especially. Exactly. Hey, Tanya. No, not late. Never late, always on time. We're on card 1. The physical me is materialized spirit, and you're more than welcome to 1, 2, 3 comment the first number that pops into your head, Tanya. We're on card 1 still, so you're not late. Thank you, Linda. Love both, and the spiritual, and exactly, and it's the understanding that the material, the physical world, is spiritual, and that is a key point here, and that's the thing that we need to really truly come to terms with. All of these things are spiritual. This computer is spiritual. Trust, let's pop it is extremely spiritual. Like my socks might have spiritual socks, y'all. They're super duper spiritual. But everything, all of this, spiritual. And it's good. And we honor it, we celebrate it. And as we do so, we let go of old programming, we let go of things that are holding us back. We understand that it is okay to appreciate the hard work that I put in, to respect and honor and have the money that I have, and to grow that and to have more, and also to want more for myself. It's okay for that. I'm not taking away from another person. I'm focusing on myself. I'm focusing on what I need for me and what makes me happy. And as I do so, I understand the interconnections of spiritual essence and the physical essence, how it's manifested here. So all things will align within me to create the best life that I set forth. Right, Zoe? We are here to learn the material world and take things back with us when we go back to energy. Hey, Tia. Good to see you. Well, again, Amy, all cards are part of our reading. So this card will speak, this is a part of your reading. You just have to pay attention to card 3 that you picked. That's going to be like your focal piece, but this is like a 3-card reading. But the card you picked just helps you to personalize it. Okay. Okay. As the man thinking, so he is. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Andrew. Okay, so let me catch up. We and everything around us is energy and all from the same source. Hey, lovely. Hey, Lana. Awesome. Okay, cool. So now we understand that. Let's go into card 2. Card 2, we are moving into card 2, Andrew. So we just completed card 1. The physical me is materialized spirit. We are heading into card 2. My career is one of creating a joyful life experience. My career is one of creating a joyful life experience. If your dominant intent is to feel joy while you are doing the work, your triad of intentions, freedom, growth, and joy, will come quickly and easily into alignment. See your career as one of creating a joyful life experience. You are not a creator of things or a regurgitator of what someone else has created or a gatherer of stuff. You are a creator, and the subject of your creation is your joyful life experience. That is your mission. That is your quest. That is why you are here. How does that make you feel? My career is one of creating a joyful life. I know, look at the flowers. A joyful life experience. So, okay, so tell me, how does that make you feel? What pops up? What do you think about when you heard the words expressed? So what pops up for you? My career is one of creating a joyful life experience. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky. Not tricky, but, not everyone is doing the work that they have a passion for, and that's okay. You will get there if that's what you want. We all have different situations that hold us accountable to certain experiences, right? And so some of us might be in what we feel is a dead-end job, or just a job, and we're not having fun, right? But we can shift perception, because initially I feel like a lot of us, when we start a job, we have a little good experience, we have fun, we do little fun things, but then it's like becomes, job. So it's shifting your mindset, shifting that perception where you make the most out of whatever situation you're in. So for me, I was in a situation at one point where I loved what I did. I loved some of my coworkers. I loved the experiences that I had, but the dynamics of the situation really got to me, and then it took away all the fun. And every time we tried to have fun, or it just got shut down. So then it just whatever, I was not having fun. Then that trickled down into other things, but I realized this was happening. I'm like, oh no, I can change this. And so I'm like, I'm bringing this back. This is who I am. I'm here to have fun, to do the work that I do, but I don't have to do the work that I do to get my work done. I don't have to be a boring person. I don't have to be a dull person. I can be me and still get my work done and do a great job. I will do a better job getting the work done as myself than as this, dull, poor little boo-hooer, negative Neil over here. And that's not me. That's not me. So the realization that, I can bring my happiness and what I enjoy and what I love, and I can bring different aspects of that into the work that I do, and then I appreciate my work more. Even if it's not somewhere I want to be forever, I appreciate the work that I do more because I'm able to put into the space me, and it makes me happy, and then I engage with people better, and I like my job more, and then that grows and grows and grows. Does that make sense? So as we appreciate that, as we work that into our current experience, then it's like, oh, we're happy, we're growing, we're working through different things, and then maybe another job offer will come through, and it's like, oh wow, cool. So it doesn't say that you have to stay where you are, but what it's saying is you can make the most of your current experience and make that work for you. Does that make sense? My career is crazy right now, so out of balance. Not necessarily a career, but I feel like I'm on the right path as a caretaker. Hey, a caretaker, that is a whole job. Even if you don't get paid for it, being a caretaker for anyone, that's my fiance is a caretaker, and so it's like I have newfound appreciation and mad respect for anyone who is able to really do that and accomplish that. And yeah, so that is a sort of a career experience, because that requires so much from you. And yeah, if you found that place where you enjoy it, this is what you're meant for, and that's awesome. It's really awesome. And I get blessed. Yes, I love that you've expressed that. And it seems like I get blessed for it. I love that you express that. Always, always express that, because you will be taken care of. You'll be provided for, and you will put that out. Yes. And if it sound crazy if I said why I hear ya. Yeah. Oh, good, Pauline. I'm so happy for you. It takes a while at times to really shift into that perspective. My career is one of creating a joyful life experience. But when we get there, it's like, boom, nothing's going to stop me, and everything's going to be provided for. I'm in the space where I feel really good. A lot of times we get held back in our jobs and our careers because we feel like we can't be who we are. But if we start to really bring in our personality and our authentic nature into our work, if we really start doing that in little ways, the best ways we can, things change so much, and we just become happier, because a lot of times we're at work more than we're at home, which is unfortunate, but it doesn't have to be. Damn, Amy. Yes, my heart is with you. That's a lot. It's being happy there in my personal life that I can create joy. Exactly, Tracy. Absolutely. Yes, yes. Ooh, we're feeling the tingles. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Let's see. I've been wanting to go back to work, but have this strong sense that it needs to be helpful to others, but more importantly, something I enjoy. It also feels like it will be very important in my life. Just awesome, Tanya. Well, again, my career is one of creating a joyful life experience. If you've been wanting to go back to work and you're feeling that call, well, start thinking about that, seeing yourself, and don't even try to judge it. Just say, this is what I want. I am here to have fun, but also do work, because I'm a hard worker. I'm a serious worker, and I enjoy working. So I'm going to be of service. I'm going to do this, and this. Then start thinking about it before you even start looking for jobs, and the right experience will find you. Okay? Let's see. I've learned to make my life an adventure, even if it's just going to work. Yeah, exactly. So this is our second card, and we'll read it one more time. My career is one of creating a joyful life experience. If your dominant intent is to feel joy while you are doing the work, Your triad of intentions, freedom, growth, and joy, will come quickly and easily into alignment. See your career as one of creating a joyful life experience. You are not a creator of things or a regurgitator of what someone else has created or a gatherer of stuff. You are a creator, and the subject of your creation is your joyful life experience. That is your mission, that is your quest, and that is why you are here. I really like this card. I like what it's telling us. And it's making the most out of all of our situations and knowing we can bring this into our life, into our work, and share that with others too. And it's an adventure. It really is. It can be. Absolutely, Dawn. Hey, Lene, good to see you. So, yeah, card 2, my career is one of creating a joyful life experience. Now, let's see what card 3 is, and we'll try to blend these things. I like. So, card 3 is I can deliberately choose to feel better now. I can deliberately choose to feel better now. So not only does the thought you are choosing right now attract the next thought and the next and so on, it also provides the basis of your alignment with your inner being. As you consistently and deliberately think and speak more of what you do want and less of what you do not want, you will find yourself more often in alignment with the pure positive essence of your own source. And under those conditions, your life will be extremely pleasing to you. Ooh, yes, I like. So what is that? How does that make you feel? What pops up? I'm going to share some fun stories. I can deliberately choose to feel better now. What's coming up for you? What does that make you think of? Awesome, Melinda. Yeah, and have fun with it. Like, have fun. Like, you can be apprehensive. You can, but if you want to join, then maybe test it out. But feel yourself in that space. Think of it and know that it will support you. Like, put all that good intention into that. Before you get into it. But yeah, that's exciting. Yeah. Okay, so I can deliberately choose to feel better now. It's what? Okay. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you feel. I'm going to share with you like something that's it's not funny, but it's funny at the same time. So my fiance is a very powerful creator. Okay, it's hysterical, but not at the same time. Okay, how the process is. He again, boom, something will trigger him. Okay, and I hate using that word, but that's truly what happened. So let's say, and it's like something, boom. Let's say he stubs his toe, right? Stubs his toe, and then boom, his mind goes from being happy to not screaming, but just angry, frustrated. But the fascinating thing is, one thing after the other, that entire day will support feeling angry, feeling upset, or whatever. But it goes from stubbing a toe, then someone's says something rude to him, or someone cuts him off, and then it's just it fuels, and it's like, what next? And I'm like, no, don't say what next. No, we don't want to know. And then something will happen, and something will break, or something will all day. And it's like, I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life, but can I just offer a thought? Because you don't really want to tell someone, well, if you just focus on something better, you'll get better. You don't want to tell, especially someone who's in that way. I'm like, no, you really don't, because then, if they, it's dangerous. But I have noticed, there have been times, because he's noticed that, so he tries, and he does succeed at times, shifting in thought process, shifting in vibration. When he does, you can totally see it shift. And I don't see it physically, but on a spiritual level as well. But I feel it. You can feel the shift, not just in him, but in everything around him. And absolutely true. So I can deliberately choose to feel better now. Now, it doesn't mean if you're really hurt that you then, boom, you can choose to feel like not hurt. That's not how it goes. Sometimes you can, but most often it's telling you to honor your current situation, but you realize you are a very powerful being. So your energy, especially as magical people, we create fast. We that's what we do. And so your energy sends out power, sends out responses, and you receive. And so in that moment, you realize like, oh, sugar, I don't want to be attracting all this, but I really can't reach for being super happy right now because that's not where I'm at. So what we do is we choose the next best emotion or the next best thought that we can get to that makes us feel a little better. So I could be like really angry and thinking about like breaking someone's neck because apparently people do that, like they visualize. I don't know, I'm not saying that's what I do, but you get really angry, that happens. Anywho, let's not go there. So then it's like, okay, what else can I think about? Well, I can think about the sugar cookies that I made this weekend. They were so good. Let me just tell you, honey, those things were delicious. And the frosting, and oh my God, I had black frosting and hot pink frosting, and I had green, like a neon green frosting. That makes me happy because they were so good. And then I was able to serve them to friends, and they enjoyed them. That makes me happy. Okay, I'm not going to think about breaking this person's neck anymore because I'm thinking about my cookies and my frosting. And that sounds so terrible. That's not there's no subliminals there. It's real cookies, real frosting. And then, you just keep going until you can just get out of that funk and you think of something better to help you feel better. And then you're easing those intense emotions. So no longer are you attracting from this super angry space, but you're actually thinking about something else now and you're putting yourself in a better space. So now you're attracting from that space. So you see what I'm saying? Positive thinking, bringing positive outcomes and attention. Amy. Right. I hear you. And it really is just like, what do I want to do with this? Like, this is where I currently am. This is how I feel. What do I want to do with this? And there's no judgment here. I mean, don't go breaking necks because jail is not cute, and it's just not. And it's just not. It's just not a good way. It's not a good way. But don't do that. But other than that, like, judgment's not there. So it's like, process what you're doing, process what you're going through, and honor that, and then ask yourself, like, how do I feel and how do I want to feel and how can I get there? And sometimes, y'all, that means like I have to curse. Like, depending on the severity of the situation and what I'm going through, sometimes that means, okay, this witch now has to curse, because that's the only way that I'm going to get therapeutic healing from this situation. Sometimes that means I have to do this. I do what is necessary, and this is a necessary step. This can no longer go unaddressed, so I have to address this with my magic, and that means I curse. That's not for everybody, but if that's for you, that means this is what I do to then be over it and step to the next thing. So just pay attention. It's not going from one extreme to the other. There is a transition, and we have to process, and we have to do what we feel comfortable doing to get to the next step, right? Don't hold in your joy. Live your best life. Yes. Right. Right, Melinda. It's so challenging sometimes because you can see there and see it manifest for someone, but it's also sometimes so inappropriate. I can't help myself sometimes, but it's like so inappropriate to call it out. Well, and it's not like I'm trying to tell someone how to live their life or how to respond to things. It's just like, that it could be handled so much easier for them, but you have to also learn to shut your mouth. I can't. I try. But right, Linda, never ask what else can go wrong. Uh, yeah, but it's just, but it's just a process, you know. It's a process, and it's something we have to go through, and we have to allow people to go through as well. And there are certain things we can say eventually, like, oh, just add a little bit of this and just move on. You know, don't really focus on it. Like, well, maybe this, or maybe this is what's going on, or just plant a little bit of seeds here and there, and eventually they click. Oh, Nadia, never late, always on time. We're simply on card 3 and finishing up. It's all good. Yes. Jail is not cute. It's not. Hey, Holly. Shedding them. It is so. Yeah. I have an issue. Like, so I can deliberately choose to feel better now. That is a powerful understanding for each and every one of us. It's not telling you how to deal with your life. It's not judging you for how you choose to deal with your life or situations. It's just saying, hey, always know in the back of your mind, I can choose to feel better whenever I decide. And it's a process. So you go from one level. Let's say level 1 is like the darkest feeling, because in hair color, level 1 is like black, blue black, like really yummy black. Love it. I love blue black. So level 1, and then level 10 is like your like blonde hair, platinum. You can go to level 12 too. Anyways, we're not talking about hair, but let's say that's your emotions, like black, like feeling very heavy, and whatever we associate that, like darker. What we judge as darker emotions. Unfortunately, that's like how we process things. But let's say level 1 is like that darkest emotion that you feel, what makes you feel like really, really dark. Level 2 is a little better. It's not as dark as level 1. Level 3, you're climbing up, okay, and then you just climb up that level system, right? In order to feel a little better about your situation. And there's no judgment on any level. It's about what helps you to feel better and reach for to get you out of the level before you. Okay? Oh, Tyler. I think what I say and say what I think sometimes it gets me in trouble a lot of times. But I'm working on it. So all 3 cards today, really wonderful reading. We have the physical me is materialized spirit. So we start off with this card, and this card is definitely an understanding that everything is sacred. All is sacred. The physical body, your money, everything is spiritual and sacred. So you can call that to you because it is spiritual essence, and you are spiritual essence. Like attracts like. Correct? And so you can definitely match that vibration and call it to you and experience it. So there is no judgment there. Understand that all is sacred and work with it. Don't allow people to tell you that money is bad or things are, that nature. So my career is one of creating a joyful life experience. And we understand that no matter what type of work we do, where we're giving most of our time, we can invest our authentic nature into that work. We can bring who we are into that work little by little and make that space a sacred space for us and have fun and create fun in whatever environment we are in. Work doesn't have to be boring. We don't have to keep complaining about work. We can find solutions and interject those solutions into what's going wrong and uplift them and focus on all the things that are going right. We can change our work situation to serving us, right? I can deliberately choose to feel better now. Boom. And then it's saying, hey, nobody has power over me, honey. I have power over me. I get to choose how I respond to people. I get to choose how I interact with people. I get to choose what I feel at any given moment. And by knowing that liberates me from other people having power over me. They don't decide how I feel. I decide. I choose. I honor that. Me. So what do I want to feel? And how am I going to get there? Focus on those solutions. Focus on those things that are going to get you to where you need to be. Okay, and I get that, but how do you manage your interaction with other people and dealing with the day, managing and juggling many things while also taking your time to get better when part of what you're dealing with kind of has you hypersensitive or on a bit of an emotional roller coaster? That takes time. I mean, honestly, it takes time. It takes effort. It takes deliberate intention and effort because, again, you can't be expect. Again, that goes back to I can deliberately choose to feel better now, and depending on the level you're at, you progress through that, and so it doesn't matter if you're doing nothing, like if you have no job or if you have like 10 jobs. That doesn't really matter. You're still interacting in your world on whatever level you are. So it doesn't matter if you're multitasking or you're not multitasking. So that really just doesn't. But what matters is how you respond to people when you're interacting and how you feel. So it's having to, again, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a therapist. So I claim nothing, but I'm just sharing what the cards are expressing and my thoughts. But it's working through that every time. And so anytime we are, I hate using this word, but it's necessary. Anytime we are triggered with something, we have a process in place that we can realize, like, we calm ourselves down, we can focus and like, okay, what's really going on here? We have to bring discernment and assess the situation. And I'm being triggered. I realize I'm being triggered. Is this because of a situation that I've been through, or is it really something going on right now? Like, is this person or this individual, this situation, are they really doing or directing that energy at me to trigger me? Or do they have no clue? You know what I mean? Do they have no clue? And again, we can't help what triggers us, really. We can learn to respond better, but it might be that they're clueless and they're not intentionally triggering us, but they do. So in my process, it's like, okay, if they are, doing that, they're triggering and they don't know, I might be able to communicate that, look, I've been through something, I'm going through something right now, and something you said really like influenced me, and it's not making me feel really great, so I'm going to need a minute to process that. It's fine. So there's just different ways that we handle situations. But communication, for me, is always key, because the other person, again, especially if it's unintentional, they will never know if we don't speak up. And we speak up for ourselves, because sometimes we need to voice it so things stop, so we can have energy for ourselves to communicate, to really process things. This takes time. And for how long, who knows? Everyone is different, right? So however long it takes for you. But the more that we process this, the more we handle this, the more we reach for the next best emotion, the more we do the level system, the easier it gets, and the more mindful we are when it happens, and how it feels, and how it doesn't feel, and how to really adjust our energy to each situation. So it's more of learning how to engage in the world again, but it doesn't happen overnight. We just have to be compassionate and gentle with ourselves as we progress through something, and we're going to make mistakes. We're going to overreact. We are going to lash out at times, but we have to understand that process. And that's, again, where clear communication comes in, because, again, if this is unintentional triggering, then when we communicate, it's at least an understanding, like, oh, wow, okay, I meant no disrespect, and they don't take offense to it. Like, they don't think that you're just overreacting for no reason, or anything like that. So communication is very key, and also just giving yourself time to process things and know that each time you handle something, it gets better and better and better. Thank you, Linda. Afni, oh my gosh, y'all, I am having community. Thank you, Stephanie. The cards in order: the physical me is materialized spirit. Card 2, my career is one of creating a joyful life experience. And I can deliberately choose to feel better now. Right. Right, Nadia. Okay, awesome. So these are the cards of our day. Thank you so much for being present with me through my speech issues. I really appreciate you. If you have any questions about the cards that were expressed, feel free to comment. Let me know. I do this every Tuesday for the Deviant Witch page. I have some really cool new stuff coming up. So I will let you know when that comes up and that gets released. I'm starting a protection magic course workshop today, actually. Enrollment is still being done, so if you're curious about that, it is $75, which is actually really, really great for what you're going to get. You're going to get quite a few spells, formulas, tips, tricks, ideas. We're going to talk about protection magic. I'm going to give you a video for everything, so you not only get like the written content, but you're going to get actual training, and you get to hear me discuss it. And if you have questions about that, you get to experience that as well. So it's going to be really awesome. So if you are interested, message me, and we'll get that set up. I will no longer be taking people for the course as of Thursday. But again, thank you so much. I'm trying to catch up. Thank you again. I appreciate you. Have fun, and I will talk to y'all soon. Blessed be.